This week, we've been highlighting the never-ending cycle of violence in Democrat-run cities. Places like Chicago, led by liberal Lori Lightfoot, have already seen 474 homicides this year, and it's only August. Even small cities like Albany, Georgia, can't escape the horrors. A 9-year-old, Nigel Brown, was murdered in his bed this weekend during a drive-by shooting. But brave residents of these cities aren't waiting for their leaders to stop the bloodshed. An Albany City Commissioner candidate, Jalen Johnson, has raised $10,000 to help bring the killer of Nigel Brown to justice. While in Chicago, Jalisa Ford is working to honor her late son, Janari, who was killed by gunfire last year at only 9 years old, through her foundation, One Jar Foundation. She is working to combat the carnage in her city. Jalen Johnson, Jalisa Ford join me now. Ms. Ford, we are so sorry for your loss. You took that pain and you directed it toward helping the community. What made you do that?
Yes, my son was always that child that wanted to give back to his friends and wanted to be that helping one. And to live out his legacy, I started just being more involved with my community, with helping the kids in the community, just have a better opportunity and a safety net to have a chance to grow up.
Yeah. Jalen, I want to go to you. Nigel Brown was killed, drive-by shooting, in the bed, living his life. You decided to step up to the plate because no one was coming up and offering solutions or trying to get the killer. And you decided to offer a reward. What has been the response been? Are you getting tips in? What are you seeing on the ground?
Thank you for that, Lawrence. I first want to say that I'm praying for Nigel Brown's family.
Yeah.
The incident that happened with 9-year-old Nigel Brown in Albany, Georgia this weekend was a complete tragedy, and I'm praying for them. I decided to step up to the plate because our leaders, quite frankly, are asleep at the wheel. I decided to donate $10,000 of my own money to the Albany Area Crime Stoppers to help bring a suspect to light in the murder of our youth. This is ridiculous. This should never happen to any mother in the United States of America. Kids should be untouchable and they should be able to live, grow, and play. And the community has seen that young people like myself, who's also running for city commission in Albany, have been able to step up and offer tangible results to these problems that we have in our community instead of offering empty solutions. And I'm willing to fight for our community.
Jalisa, I just see the picture of your son, and I got to ask you, when you talk to the leaders that are out there, do you get any closure from them? Do you feel like this is going to take a turn? What is it like out there?
In the community that I'm from, it's devastating, you know, because we do have community leaders out there, but we need more of a voice for our communities, you know, and we don't have that. And that's why I've been trying to advocate for our community with giving a better opportunities to our community for our safety because we don't have any.
Yeah. Jalisa, what does the One Jar do? What does that foundation focus on?
One Jar Foundation is a non-for-profit organization that I created in honor of my son. And what One Jar does is just giving back to the community, and I'm focusing on the kids, the children of the community and the youth, and just giving them an opportunity to be kids, you know?
Yeah. Jalen, what is your message for the leaders that are out there? You're running for office, you're a young man yourself, you are in the halls of Capitol, living your dream, you're from Albany, and you decided to step up and run for office in your town. What is your message for the people?
Yeah, look, I worked on Capitol Hill for a wonderful Congress member, and I decided to move back permanently to my hometown of Albany, Georgia, to step up to the plate and take this opportunity for my family and also the residents of Albany, Georgia, because we've already had 11 homicides this year. That is insane. We should be able to live and grow together without fearing for our lives. I want to tell every leader in my hometown that it's time to step up to the plate and take on the challenge that we can protect our citizens without defunding the police. We need to come to the table with tangible solutions to offer our citizens what they deserve. And I'm willing to do that. So that's the reason I came back to run.
Yeah, and this is happening all across the country. You know, Jalen, Jalisa, a lot of people talk about it, but you guys are being about it. Thank y'all so much for coming on the program.